Computer. All right, guys, welcome everybody to Diamond Zone. It is Thursday already. Unbelievable. What is it, the 13th? Yep, July 13th, almost halfway through the month. So let's get into the information, guys. Got a lot of stuff to go over today. But obviously, you guys know the purpose of this call that we do every day, Monday through Friday. Just make sure you pass this down to your team. You want to make sure your team has all the tools necessary, to build their business. And just want everybody to understand, when we say Diamond Zone, here's a question I get. Does that mean I have to be a diamond? No. These are people who aspire to be a diamond. So anybody could attend Diamond Zone. I even had people ask me, can I put a prospect on it? Doesn't matter. To me, any information you give somebody is good information. So maybe somebody who's looking at the business says, well, you know what? There's training here. Okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't really make a difference. This is just a wake-up call. This is just to get you guys to have a better understanding of what we're really doing. So anybody could participate in Diamond Zone. All right. So let's go through, guys, some of these events. I got some announcements also on some of these events. We added Chicago. So we will be in Chicago, as you could see here on your screen, August 8th. This is an opportunity presentation. And I want to be clear on this one too. An opportunity presentation means, it's information about the basics of the business. It's for new guests. Okay, so you want people, can I bring guests to the opportunity presentation? Of course. Okay, that's what it's for. So you can see it's $15 in advance, $20 at the door. Guests are always free at all the events. So there's the flyer. It lives on my Facebook page, lives on Hilo Life. So make sure if you guys are in the Chicagoland area, you need to get down to that event in Oak Brook, Illinois at the DoubleTree Hotel. We will also be doing a fast start training immediately following the opportunity presentation. So Bill Thompson is the diamond out there. And so please mark down that date, August 8th. Okay, the next one, obviously, that everybody knows about, I believe, is our July 22nd, not this weekend, but next weekend in Orange County. Now, big announcement, just got this confirmed. Mr. Taylor Worry from corporate will be attending the Orange County event with us. I got him to confirm, had to twist his arm a little bit. No, he's somebody that we want to have at our events if possible. He really brings corporate, to our event. So if you guys have anybody in Orange County area, Los Angeles, any surrounding area, please make sure you're promoting this event. $20 in advance, $25 at the door, all day, 10 to 5 training. Okay, now we're adding Taylor Worry. So there'll be a section on corporate communications, okay, and all the different things that will be discussed there, different systems that they're going to be putting into place. So you don't want to miss this event, July 22nd. Okay, so once again, and we will redo this flyer, so Mr. Taylor Worry is on this flyer. Also, Minnesota. You guys mute me out if you can. So let me just mute everybody out. So I think someone's going to the bathroom. All right, Ward, you can hear me, right? Ward, okay. All right. All right. So also Minnesota, guys, is what is the dates on Minnesota? August 3rd. Is that right? Yeah, August 3rd is a opportunity presentation. August 5th, all-day training. That's going to be a big event. I know Diamond, Shaylisa, and Tim, and some of the people out there are building for that event. So please make sure you mark down Minnesota. And then we will be in Orlando August 10th. This is an opportunity presentation and fast start training. And then we are finishing our tour in Fort Myers, Florida, August 12th from 10 to 6. So those are the upcoming events. Please note, if you missed any of the dates, just go back to our Facebook page. Guys, if you haven't friended me, there we go. Just friend me right here. Go to Helo Life. Make sure you're accepted on Helo Life. Stay plugged in to everything going on. I had a call with somebody yesterday, and they said, well, how often should I check the Facebook pages? How often should I check my updates? Every day. This is your business. Every day things change. Okay, as you could see, now the training today will solidify that, that's for sure. All right, so with that being said, I think everybody now knows, let me go right here, okay? The new packages are now in the back office, okay? We're in a new pay cycle. We have new packages, so if you go to your back office, right, you understand there's two things here. There's bundles, if I click bundles, right? There's the bundle packages. This is what you will be presenting when somebody's getting involved in the business. You have your bundle packages, and I'll go through that, okay? And these are unbelievable values, guys. I had the calculator out, and you talk about now increasing our SV on every sale. If you do this right, and I'm gonna talk about how to do this right today, okay? Everybody here should be very excited about getting more family packs and premium packs. And even if they sold the personal bundle, right, you're increasing your SV by $20, okay, or $20 SV per personal bundle. Went from $100 to $120, okay? So now, what I want you to look at, though, first and foremost, is the value. Okay, I'm going to stress that, the value of each product. And this is how I want you guys to start presenting. Okay, it's the value of the product. Because if I went, and this is something that, you know how sometimes you go to the Sunday newspaper and they say the value is, and it's just a number? Well, we could back up the value because the individual products sold, if you add them up in the bundle, okay, it is a huge value. It's like 50% savings. Okay, and I'll go through that in a second. So the Helo bracelet, if someone wants to buy the Helo bracelet a la carte, $199. Now, I've had people just text me saying, you know, some of my people want to buy extra Helos to have on hand, right, to maybe give new people when they get started. Right, or maybe when they do a trade show, okay, well that would probably be the only reason you're buying the $199, okay? And I'm gonna stress this, you do not present $199 when someone wants to enter into the business, okay? You're presenting the bundles when someone wants to enter into the business, okay? So if you wanna buy an a la carte bracelet, $199. The germanium kit, now, I think you guys have heard us say this. If you go to Amazon and put germanium stones, some people spend upwards of $500 for germanium stone bracelets. But someone just wants to buy the germanium stones because some people want extra. I know Lisa, she has 9 germanium stones in her band. Okay? She has, and I know Fabio. I think Fabio has 15. He has an extra band, okay, of germanium stones because he believes in them so much. So if people want to buy extra germanium stones, there it is, 180 bucks. Okay? And then if they want to buy the band kit, this is where the value is, $150 for the band kit. And then the BioZen chip, one BioZen, $45 value. Okay? So in other words, I'm backing up my value, okay, based on my a la carte package. So it's not just words coming out of your mouth saying, well, this is a better value. No, just go to the a la carte page, add it up, and I did that. I want to show you the value here. Okay, now let's talk about the bundles. And I hopefully the new slide presentations will be out tomorrow. I think that's what Taylor Worry said in the update call. that the new PowerPoint presentation with all the new bundles will be up tomorrow, which will be great, and we'll train on that also. All right, so obviously if I'm sitting down now, the 3 packages that we are presenting, the personal bundle is $349. But I want you to understand, if you took these 3 products a la carte, it's $529. $199, $150, and they're throwing in the germanium kit for free. So is that not a savings of $180? So you want to show that. You want to show $529 value, okay? But if you buy it in the personal bundle because you're starting your business, it's $349. Okay, make sense? Okay, next. You got your family bundle, $1349. Now look at the value. 4 helos. 4 helos. Makes sense now. 4 boxes of bands, 4 germanium kits, and 4 BioZen. Step 1 of our program, as new things come out, will be use all product. Well, does this not give you all the products that we have? So if I'm getting somebody started, I believe in getting people started correctly. And if someone's going to build a business with me, build a business now, understand the difference, okay? I'm going to be presenting, okay, the premium pack first. And then from there, I'm going to build the value on the premium. And worst case scenario, I'm giving people direction to get the family pack. And I'm going to touch on that in a second. But if you take a family bundle, listen now, family bundle, okay, you have 2,200. If you add all this up a la carte, it's $22.96. Right now, it's $13.49 if they buy the family bundle because they're starting a business. That's a savings of $947. See, I love saying that because it really is a savings. And I know I'm repeating myself, but if they went online to the a la carte, that's what they would pay if they bought this a la carte. Okay, and then you have your premium bundle. $19.99 if you add all this up. Everything now here is 6s. These are all 4s. Okay, 6 helos, 6 bands, 6 germanium stones, 6 helos, 6 BioZen, $19.99. If you add all this up, that's $3,444 value. That's a savings of $1,445. Okay, and then you got your BioZen bundles for $450. You get 10 plus 2. And you got your BioZen big bundle, which is $1350. $1350, that's 30 plus 8. Let me see if I'm missing something here. Okay, good. All right, so you guys understand the new packages? Now, what I want you to know now, the SV on these packages have not changed, which is good news, have not changed except for the personal bundle. The only increase, the value of the bundles went way up. I think everybody here universally will agree with me that the bundle value went way up because now you're getting all the products when you get somebody started. So the only difference is on the personal bundle, it went from $319 to $349. That's $30 increase. So your SV on $30 increased $20. So now it's $120 in SV on the personal bundle. Okay, and look what they're getting. Kilo, a box of bands. A new person now who buys a personal bundle is going to be very excited. Okay, and they get the germanium stones thrown in for free. Okay, the SV on the family has not changed. It's $500. But remember, when you add loyalty to the personal bundle, does anybody know what you're able to add? 30 SV. So now it's $150 because you always want to add your loyalty if someone's building a business. Okay? The family bundle, SV, is $500. If you add the loyalty on the family pack or above, you could add 50, not 30. So it's $550 SV. And then if someone buys the premium pack, it's $750 SV plus the 50 is $800 SV. Okay? Now, keep that in mind because I want to make sure, okay, everybody understands the importance, okay, of presenting these packages with the value first. The value first. And I'm going to show this on the slide. I'm going to be showing $34.44 here slash $19.99. Savings $14.45. Because if I'm sitting down with somebody, right, how many times have you heard me do this? Do you understand that if someone buys 6 kilos and they put one on their wrist and they sell the other 5 and a box of bands? Okay, so if I'm just selling a kilo and a box of bands, isn't that not $349 with the germanium stones? Well, what's $349 times 5? Wait, what's $350 times 5? 7, 14, 8, $1,700. So I'm going to show people the value of buying a premium pack. Because guys, I want you to think, okay? I'm getting ahead of myself. Don't let me get ahead of myself, okay? Now, one more thing. And I have to read this, and I don't want you guys to get confused. Okay, let me just go to my thing. Okay, this is a must for all distributors, now listen, who have not started building their teams yet. Okay, definition of start building your teams, you have not sponsored at least one person. If you're on this call and you have not sponsored at least one person, or you have people in your group that have not sponsored at least one person, okay? If they don't do this, they'll be considered a customer. You have to go in your back office, okay, and you have to click not customer, but a business builder. I think that's what it says in the back. Hang on. Considered a customer, had the ability to give their link to team, be patient. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. You can do this by logging on. Hang on one second. With the changes to the website to be a distributor, if you haven't already signed the contract or if you hadn't started building your team, the system will consider you as a customer. So you will need to do is sign the contract to become a world distributor. So once again, if someone is brand new, they must put in there that they want to be a distributor, not a customer. And there's a difference here. Okay, now watch. If I go to join, now, okay, and I want to create an account. Okay, customer, join as customer referral program member. So make sure when you're signing people up and they're going to buy a package, they have to click here. People can't just become a customer. They put in some basic information. And this is compliance, guys. This is compliance. So just make sure when you're signing somebody up from a business standpoint, just walk them through and make sure they know they have to click. So since I'm already building a business, there's nothing for me to sign because I'm already in as somebody that's building. So once again, you're going to have to sign that you want to become a distributor if you haven't done so. Please make sure you activate that today, okay? And hopefully everybody on this call has at least signed up one person, okay? Hopefully that was clear. Let me get some, make it go to my chat. I'm making sure. Jeff, will you be able to tell us when the sign up is going to be released for the blood? Nope, I have no idea, Kelly and Clint. Site won't let us save for people that are already signed up. Site won't let us. I don't know what that means, Ward. What, Jenna?
So if they're just a customer and they still are still able to refer people then to buy, is it a customer referral program?
Ward, what's up, brother?
when you go in, like people that already have signed up and they haven't got anybody under them, it takes you to the business part, and you got to fill in your information. And then you said you got to click here before you can continue, but read all the disclaimers and all that stuff.
Okay.
But it won't let you continue on after that.
All right.
And that's it. So.
Okay, I'll find out. I don't know that answer. Okay, so I don't want to pretend I do. But let them. I'm sure there's going to be some kinks that we have to work through. Anybody have the answer to that? Wait, let me unmute. Okay, you're allowed to unmute yourselves if anybody could answer that. Okay, I didn't think so.
No, I don't fully understand the question. Can you ask that again?
Go ahead, Ward.
Oh, the site when the people put in their information won't let you continue to switch from customer to member. You check the box and then that's as far as you go. It won't go anywhere. It won't give you a save button. It won't give you anything.
Gotcha. Okay. Right. Let me find out, guys, for tomorrow. I don't know. I woke up and saw this. So it said Mike Roy says make sure every box is filled in. That might help. I missed an SS. He missed the social security number. So I don't know if that's it.
I'll try it again.
All right. I'll find out.
Yep.
All right. So go ahead and mute everybody. I did see one. Wait, I did one this morning and it worked. I did one this morning and it worked fine. Every single box must be filled in. That's what they're saying, Ward. So someone did. So just make sure every box is filled in. Thank you.
Thank you.
We did too, Jeff. Same thing. We missed the box, but it works.
Okay, perfect. Does a customer still get fast start bonuses? Yeah, my understanding is a customer can still make the 10% fast start. Yes, I haven't heard anything different there. All right, so let me go now into what I want to talk about. So go through this, guys. There's different things. Go through your back office. It's a whole new look. Okay, and they're updating this. So, I mean, we're getting better every single day, which is very, very, very exciting. Okay, so when someone gets involved in the business, okay, I want to make sure you guys understand, and you've heard me do the training, building the value of what someone is really getting. And I want people to, and here's why I'm addressing this. We did a training about 2 months ago on building the value. Okay, let me just do this. The value of your opportunity when you're sitting down with somebody. And I know you guys have seen this 1,000 times, okay, but still, you have to, sometimes you need to see it 1,000 more, okay? But I wish this globe was attached to the premium and family packs, because this is really what people are getting. So when I did this training 2 months ago, the percentages of premium packs went through the roof. We were getting a lot of premium packs. You know why? People were at least presenting it. They were presenting the premium pack, where before, okay, they weren't even presenting it. Now, I don't know what's happened, and I have a wild guess. Okay, I know a lot of you are doing cold market, but I will tell you, we had over 77 single packs last pay period. 77 single packs. Now, I'm not saying there's never a time to sell a single pack, but something tells me, okay, that if we sold that many single packs, and cold market means you're doing advertising. Maybe it's Craigslist. Maybe it's newspapers ads. I still want you all to have the mentality, okay, that you need to present what the value of this opportunity is. I'm big on value of the opportunity, because no one could go out there and buy a traditional business for $350 without overhead. So I want you to really take the time when you sit down with somebody, and don't just be excited because someone said yes. Okay, did you guys hear Ramacio's training? Okay, were you guys on there? When he said, if someone couldn't start with a family pack, Because back then there were no premium packs when he got started. The highest package was a family pack. He said, I would look at the person in the eye and say, listen, when you get your money together to buy the family pack, come back to me. And he pushed it away. And I'm not suggesting that's how you do your business. Okay, you can run your business any way you want. But I am suggesting, and I'm talking to you with passion, at least present the premium pack. Okay, you guys got to mute yourselves. Oh, you know what I'll do? Okay, mute. Okay, there we go. Now you can't do it. Okay, at least present the premium pack, but I want you to really understand what people are getting. And a lot of you need to keep hearing this. Okay, this is what's in the premium pack. And I want you to start to really emphasize it. Here's how I want you to emphasize it. The tax advantages. The tax advantages of starting a home-based business. So if I'm talking to a W-2 employee, do you guys understand that there's certain tax advantages that person can now take advantage of because he started a home-based business? And I always make this point. You need to talk to your own accountants. But my accountant told me that if I'm buying a premium pack and I'm buying multiple helos and multiple bands and multiple germanium stones, that's a write-off because you're starting your business. So when you plant that seed, now the person is not looking at it as he's spending $19.99. I want him to think about two things. Not spending money. I want him to think about number two, earning money. Some of you, all we're talking about is spending money. No, isn't somebody getting involved in the business to earn money? So you need to plant that seed with that person. So if I'm sitting down with Ward, right, and I'm doing a presentation, and I'm sitting down with him afterwards and say, Ward, did you understand the compensation plan? The different packages? Oh yeah, Jeff, I understood. Great. Let me tell you why people get the premium pack. Okay, and here's the number one reason, Ward, because I know you're a W-2 employee. Do you understand, Ward, okay, that you're going to be able to take advantage of certain things and you're going to put more money in your pocket just by starting your own home-based business? Do you now know, Ward, there's different things you could start writing off? Okay, you can start writing off your car, your mileage, right? When I go out to dinner, I just tell people I keep every receipt because if I'm going out to dinner, I'm talking about business. And so I'm planting these seeds. And so now he's starting to think about, oh my gosh. I go, you know, averagely, okay, that if I get somebody started with their own home-based business, they have about $7,000 in write-offs that they didn't have before, which allow them to put more money in their pocket at the end of the year. Now, I just took somebody to get them to understand the tax advantages. Because you guys know something. W-2 employees, most people don't realize that having a home-based business is a tax shelter. You need to take the time and let people know this. Now, Ward, okay, I know that we're making a decision. I know you're excited. But let me tell you, okay, that we have a very strong immediate income component. And I want to put together a business plan with you, Ward. Okay, so Ward, based on what you saw, how many hours a week can you devote to this business? Let's say Ward says 6 hours. I write that down, 6 hours, okay? Now, I'm going to talk about Ward's contact base. Okay, I'm going to sit down because I'm going to go through the welcome letter with him. And I'm going to talk about his contact base. I'm going to talk about our game plan to get the information into their hands. Right? And let's say Ward says, hey, there's no doubt I could reach 200 people. Perfect. Okay, we're going to do this quickly. The faster we get through this 200 people, Ward, the faster you start making money. And based on that, okay, I want to put you on a business plan, and I'm just going to go low. Isn't the average business plan, guys, to get Ward to diamond? Now, I'm not saying he's going to do it. Look what it says here. Business plan up to $100,000 per year. Business plan. So that's $2,000 a week. Okay, so Ward, based on this, my goal is to work with you to get you to $2,000 a week in earnings. That's $8,000 a month. You guys, this is important now. Listen, I've just planted a seed. I'm not getting him to think about spending $2,000 on the premium pack. I'm getting him to think about earning $2,000 a week. Do you see the difference here? I'm just sitting down and I'm walking him through. It's not like, hey, where do you see yourself starting? Well, I can't buy the premium pack and I can't buy the family pack. I'm going to buy the single pack. Okay, great. And we get all excited. No, stop. Stop. Let's show them the value of what they're saying yes or no to. So now here he's thinking, I got him. He's thinking tax advantages, right? He's thinking owning his own business. He's thinking about earning $2,000 a week, not spending. Okay, and then I start to go through the globe. That's all I do. Okay, residual income. We're going to be building a residual income stream. And by the way, Ward, do you know the money you earn here, okay, as it becomes residual income, you could pass this down to your kids and to your grandkids? Now I'm getting them to think about legacy. It's much bigger now than someone buying, okay, a bundle pack. I want him to understand what's in our product. But let me tell you the biggest value, Ward. Okay, let me tell you the biggest value. Okay, and that's the system that you're part of here. Here's the biggest value. The biggest value, and you guys got to get really good at doing this. Okay, this is where your belief comes in. You know what your biggest value is, Ward? Me. I'm your biggest value. Because we have a system for success. I'm going to be there every step of the way, Ward, to help you because you only have 6 hours a week. So who do you think is going to fill that gap? Okay, that's me. So I'm going to show the value of being able to work with somebody that's vested in his success. Right? Turnkey programs. And I'm going to show them all the calendar of events. You've got to take your time and do this, everyone. Let me tell you about Diamond Zone, guys. Every morning, Ward. Okay, there's a training. Look at the opportunity presentations. Look at all the different things you have access to. Now, did I not just, and I didn't even go deep. I'm just giving you surface stuff. Okay, do you understand when you go through these points, it gives you a better chance of at least presenting what? The premium pack? Now, Ward, don't worry. Okay, and I want to find out his temperature now. When you buy Assumptive, when you buy the premium pack, look what you're getting. Now, let's talk about this, Ward, and you got to do this. You got to do this. Okay, Ward, you're going to have a helo, right? Who else do you want to have a helo? Get him to say it. Let him close himself. Do you follow me? Oh, my wife, I'm just saying this, okay? My mom, my dad, let him talk about it. All of a sudden, he's just sold himself on why he needs 6 helos. Let's say he tries to trap me. Well, Jeff, you know what? That's exactly why I'm leaning towards the bundle pack. I don't have anybody to give it to. Oh, okay, no problem. So just you, right? So let me tell you what we're going to do with the other 5. I just don't say, okay. Well, let me tell you what we're going to do with the other 5. Remember these 200 people that we're going to be contacting? Do you think, Ward, out of 200 people that you told me you're going to be contacting, we could sell 5 helos? Do you think 5 out of the 200 are going to see the value of having a health monitoring device on their wrist? Shake your head, Ward. Yes, see? He's in. Perfect. So I just took him, okay, even though he says I have nobody to give it to, but I just got him to tell me, okay, what he's going to do with the product And I just showed him because he told me if I didn't get him to talk about his contact base, I could not go back and tell him about this, could I? If I just said, hey, do you know people? Oh, yeah. No, Ward, let's think. How many people can we contact, me and you, in the next 7 days? And here's what I want you to do, Ward. I want you to think about your Facebook friends. And I want to get a number. How many people do you have on Facebook? Write it down. Let them see that you're writing it down. How many people in your cell phone address book? Okay, this is our job. Remember the working rules? The working rules are you're going to contact and I'm going to be there for the follow-up. And I want to get a number. You need to get a number from them that they believe, not your number, they have to say it, that they can contact. And I promise you, people are going to come up with 100 to whatever they come up with. And once you go back and you say, okay, now let's talk about who's going to get a helo. It's a business plan. You're starting a business. I'm your consultant. Okay, you have nobody to give it to. And the person said, I could contact 200 people. Now you just show them that the first 5 people that want the helos, they're going to buy it out of their inventory. And that's going to help you recoup your cash, Ward. Please tell me if you're following this, everybody. This is how you do it. But most people go, where are you going to start? Oh, okay, I'll buy a bundle. Great, oh my gosh. No, it's not that I'm not going to accept somebody buying a bundle. Don't misunderstand me. What I am saying, though, is I don't think they see the value. And then the other thing I'll say, if he really puts up resistance, hang on a second, Ward, maybe something's wrong here. Maybe I'm missing something, okay? You just told me you could contact 200 people. We're going to contact 200 people, right? Do you think if I'm going to get you to $2,000 a week in earnings, don't you think we're going to have to sell 5 helos at some point? You want me to go one step further? I'll go even deeper. Okay, Ward, you can't tell me, okay, I'm just sharing with you. Ward, do you have $2,000 right now sitting somewhere? Okay, what's it earning? Where's it at, Ward? Oh, it's in the bank. Oh, it's in the bank. Okay, so you're getting 2%, maybe. Yeah, 2% my butt. Okay, that means you got to keep it there for a year to make 40 bucks. Your money's been sitting there at 2%. Understand, if you took that 2,000 and you bought a premium pack, do you know that when you just moved your product, you made 22% on your money? Just by moving your product. You guys, we got to start being business people. And my point is, it's not that you have to learn sales. It's just to learn getting people to say things, okay, so they can't come back at you. If he tells me he could get in front of 200 people, if he tells me that he has money at 2%, and if I could show him how to move 5 helos and put 22% in his pocket, where's his risk? You know how I learned this? Been in sales. We used to sell $200,000, $400,000, $600,000 deals, guys. Okay, it's the same thing. But I just want you, that's why I'm taking the time today, because a lot of you have told me you want to get to diamond or platinum or whatever rank you want to get to. Is it easier to get there at 800 SV or 120 SV? 7 times more the people. And I'm not saying you're not going to sell bundles. I just want to get your head right to at least present the premium and how to present it. This is how you do it. You first of all, step one, write it down, okay? Show value. Step 1, show the value and getting people to think about earning money versus spending money. That's how you do it. Owning your own business. Tax advantages. Oh, tax advantages. I could save money on my taxes. They're not thinking about spending, saving. Oh, immediate income. They're going to put me on a business plan to make $2,000 a week. planting seeds. Now let's talk about your contact base, Ward. How many people can we contact in 7 days? Try this. That's going to set up, okay, when he says, I don't need a premium pack. Oh, yes, you do. Because a percentage of these people we're going to contact are just going to want to buy the product. They're going to buy it from you. And if I have somebody that can't see themselves selling 5 kilos, am I working with the right person? If someone's worried, it's like buying a restaurant and worrying about selling 5 steaks. I don't know. I should only buy 2 steaks because I don't know if I could sell the other 3 tonight. No, you just got to give them the menu. You got to show them what's available. That's our job. Now, when you do that, guys, I'm telling you what's going to happen. You're going to at least be comfortable. This is all I want from you today. I just want you comfortable going out there and presenting the premium pack. I did a 3-way call yesterday with somebody. Person said, I want to buy the single. I said, no. Let me show you the value of the premium and why. And that was a 3-way call. And the person that set up the 3-way call said, I can't believe you did that. Can't believe I did what? Just present it? Because that's all I did. There was no magic. It's not Jeff being magical. It's Jeff being confident enough and having enough belief to at least present it. That's the magic. Now, I get it, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a leash. Okay, I get it. Maybe you're a little hesitant because people weren't getting their product. Right? Shipping was behind. Right? Customer service, there was none. Okay, have we not gotten better? Then that should build your belief. So now at least present it. And I've just showed you now how to sit down. Maybe this takes you an extra 15 minutes afterwards. But see, this is where you build your credibility and your value with the new person. This is not wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You got your package next. This is really trying to find out what you're sponsoring. And based on the person's answers, and this is what you have to put in your head, everybody has the money if they see the value. If you don't believe that, you've already lost. Everybody has the money if they see the value. People will spend money with things they want, not things they need. Okay? This is a wanting society. I want something, I'm going to find the money for it. Okay? So have that mentality when you sit down, because if I'm sitting down with Ward, I got to really find out what I'm sponsoring. Don't you want to know? And if I go through the whole thing and this guy's excited and he wants to run, I know I'm going to be spending a lot of time with him. Now, does that mean after everything that I do, I want to make sure you understand this message, and I present the premium, and worst case, I then say, you know what, let's get the family pack. That's my worst case. But if he says, hey, Jeff, listen, you know what, I just can't do it. And I went through everything that I just did in 15 minutes with that person. Am I going to sponsor him at the family bundle? I'm sorry, a bundle pack, a single? Of course I am. Not contradicting myself, but my passion and my belief is, how can we run an international business war? You told me you have contacts all around the world and you only have 6 helos. I'm not telling you to buy 6,000 helos. I'm telling you to buy 6 because you need them. You need to give new people them. You need to have inventory to sell. You're running a company. Oh, okay. Now, watch how many more premiums you get. Okay, and I want you guys to please take the time on the back end and go through this. Take a picture of this. Have it. If it's a cheat sheet, and if you just go through all this, okay, but I want you to be able to sit down with people and say, let me show you the real value here. It's me. What's your time worth working with somebody? Are you kidding me? What's my time worth every time I do a 3-way call with somebody? If I was an attorney, what would that time be? $400 an hour? $500 an hour? $300 an hour? I did a 3-way call. That's $300. Okay, well, see, I have no problem telling people I'm the value. You need to get to that point. You are the value. I don't care if you've been involved 1 day longer than the person you're sponsoring. You're still the value. Got to be able to believe that. This is how you take your business to the next level, everyone. And when you do that, okay, where's my thingy? Close. Now, watch. So I had this question. Okay, people asking all the time, okay, Jeff, what's the fastest way to get to a ranking? Well, I think you guys know, first of all, and I went through this with a team call that I did yesterday, okay, and it got me really thinking that, you know what, you can't train on this enough, okay? Because here's the deal, guys, and a lot of you need to understand, all you got is all you got. And if what you got isn't getting you to where you want to go, you need new blood. No other way of putting it. You need new blood. You know what new blood is? A new sponsor, a new person to work with. Some people, you keep beating up the same people that aren't doing anything. Well, what if we did that with you? What if I looked at all the volume every day and I just kept calling you every day and beating you up? No. No, everybody has the track to run on. Everybody has the same diamond zones. They have the same company events. They have the same compensation plan. And if someone doesn't go, then you know what? You got to put them in a box. And does that mean you stall? No, you got to then go out there and bring in a new person. And when you bring in a new person and you do what I just said, okay, it doesn't take a lot of people to get to diamond, guys. Because if you got a new person in as I'm just going to use these now, a premium pack, is that not 800 points? And if I worked with that person and they duplicated 800s, I'm just showing you, and you could put whatever dollar amount you want here. Now, if I did this and I got this person just to get their first two, and they just did this, how much volume is that? Is that not 2,400? And if I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who just did this, are you not diamond? Oh, Jeff, I haven't sponsored 5 people in a long time. Okay, I'm just telling you what needs to happen. Now, what if I took this down one more to team developer? People go, how did he do it? This is how people do it. They don't get singles. They understand the value of this. And if everybody here duplicated that, is that not 24 and 24, 48? How many people do I need? I need 2. I need 1 team developer left, 1 team developer right. I want you to think about this. Because here you are, right? And you bring in 2 people, 1, 2. And they each got their 2. Boom, 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 boom. Very visual. How much volume is that? It's 10,000 points. With 2 people getting to team developer. Right? Is that right? 8, 16, 24, 48. 48 and the 8, 5,500. 1 left, 1 right, you're a diamond. Just by showing people the value of coming in with a premium pack at $2,000. Okay? Now, watch this. Now, what if I did this? And all I want to do is help all these people just get their money back. You see where the duplication comes in? That's the duplication. So it's not about mass people. It's making sure you're taking your time to show the value of, number 1, what you bring to the table, and number 2, the advantages of owning your own business and the advantages of being put on a business plan, okay, to help that person change their financial situation. Just keep remembering, guys, people spend $1.2 million for a McDonald's franchise. And I say it all the time, not because they like the taste of the hamburgers. They did it because McDonald's has a system. And that system will give them $150,000, about $150,000 a year income with $1.2 million out. You got to think about that. and I said this from stage at Disrupt, what's this business worth? If you know you got people making 2, 3, 4, 500,000 a week. Oh, I think what's the most? 200,000 a week, 250 a week. A week. You think it's worth a premium pack? That's all I want you to do. I just want you to think, and I want you to slow down. I want you to understand the value of these new packages. Present the value, right? Present $34.44. If you took it a la carte, it's $19.99. But I'm not even talking about that at all. I'm talking about the globe, and I'm talking about the value. So with that, okay, take your time. New blood, a lot of you need to have the new blood mentality. Get people started correctly and show them. Take that next 15 minutes and tell me if you don't get more premium packs. Guys, appreciate you. Tomorrow is Open Mic Friday, okay? And we're going to be doing some interviews, okay? I'll just be surprising you. So if you want to be able to share, tell me you want to share, but I'll be surprised. And so let's pack the house tomorrow at Open Mic Friday. You guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. Bye.
Jeff.